I use Twitter to stay in touch with my friends and see what they're doing throughout the day.
Primarily to make fun of my friends.
Just to like share my opinions and say little funny things.
To think of outrageous things that I'm thinking of, and I use it as an outlet so other people can think about the outrageous things that I'm thinking of.
I use Twitter to get some news, get some sports updates.
But I also use it when I think I have really funny thoughts.
Actually, yesterday I saw LL Bean tweeted that there was a Christmas tree lighting ceremony in Freeport, so I went to that last night and I didn't know about it without Twitter.
I use Twitter mostly to complain and talk about the aspects of the school that I don't like, even though I generally like the school.
I would say I tweet about once a day on average. There are days where I'll throw off 5 or 6 and then I'll go, a few days without a tweet, so, it's pretty variable.
Probably like 5 times a day.
During the election, I tweeted a lot more frequently, like a couple times a day, but now probably once every 2 or 3 days.
I'm actually one of the best tweeters at the school, just based on the other tweets that I see from Bowdoin students. They're generally pretty shallow and uninsightful.
And it's almost like there's a quota because they come to need your tweets and you want to be there for them, so at a certain point you feel a responsibility.
About every day or every other day.
I probably check Twitter once an hour.
Compulsively on my phone, probably like multiple times an hour.
Things that maybe wouldn't be a traditional hashtag, so sort of invent your own. I like to do that and hope they catch on, and they never do, but someday perhaps.
Hashtag deep thought.
One of my favorites is Tall Girl Probs.
FTV for the voice is a great one.
It's a little bit of both.
I think I would make the case as a positive influence. It kind of lets me voice my displeasures as opposed to keeping my emotions bottled inside.
Yeah, positive, for sure.
No downsides, except you procrastinate a little bit when you're on Twitter. But besides that, it's awesome.
But it's just one of many procrastination tools.
Definitely positive. I really like Twitter because I use it as kind of like a creative outlet, and I always find funny things on Twitter.
I get a lot of news from Twitter, especially when I check in the morning. People will have like new things that happened like that day, and during the election there was like a lot of presidential debate comments on the Twitter feed that were really helpful when I was trying to vote.
Yes, I follow CNN, and I also kind of follow the History Channel, which obviously isn't news, but it's old news.
No, not everybody's using Twitter like that. I mean, there are a lot of people on Twitter, but at the same time, it's like my grandmother isn't getting news from Twitter. she's getting news from television. So no, I wouldn't say so yet. But no, I think it has made a significant impact for news organizations.
It doesn't take the power out of the hands of the major media outlets, but it definitely does put power into the hands of the little man on the internet.
A lot of times you see news now reporting on things that happen on Twitter too, so I think it kind of is going both ways a little bit, that like more people can talk about the news and share their opinions about it, but it doesn't always get a lot of attention.
I think it definitely democratizes knowledge in terms of it makes it it brings it down to earth, it makes it very simple. It's 140 characters of exactly what's going on, and then when you want to look more into that, you can click on it. So.
I think it's pretty much a waste of time.
Biebs has retweeted me a few times. Rush Limbaugh and I exchanging some political conversations. I obviously outfoxed him. He's not that intelligent.
Yes, mostly Ryan Lochte.
R&B or rap artist that it's like if I like a song or something, but I haven't successfully been retweeted yet, so that's kind of a low point in my life.
A few days ago I tweeted at an underground rapper and got a retweet, so that was good. Not a major celebrity, very like an F-lister, I would say.
Yeah, people like me have kind of exponentially more power as far as the zeitgeist is concerned on Twitter, and kind of what people are thinking about in the world of social media. I don't really tweet at myself that much, but every once in a while I will.
I tried once and I totally deleted it because she didn't respond, and this is really embarrassing, but I totally tweeted at Glee's Leah Michelle.
My good childhood friends is on the relay team with Michael Phelps that won gold in the Olympics. So I tweeted him every once in a while, and I'm sure that puts his clout score through the roof. He probably follows something in the single digits. He's really pretty narcissistic, and I don't think he knows how to turn the caps lock key off.
Definitely not Taylor Swift.
He's a bit of a narcissist, so I would say he doesn't follow anybody.
He follows one. It's one, he's self-obsessed, and two, I'm pretty certain I stalked him one day, so he's like only following Kim Kardashian. And I'm not anywhere near as cool as Kanye West, so I think I'm following around 300 people.
Isn't it like one? Isn't it just Kim?
I think it's a little bit self-involved, and I feel like I don't have enough important things to say that I would post them on the internet.
I don't use Twitter because I don't really feel like I have a need for it in my life, really.
When I have the pressure to think of something funny, I can't think of anything funny to say.
If I ever need to contact someone or anything like that, I could just text them or use Facebook, and that will suffice easily.
I never got an account. I figured it would be something that I would lose track of very easily and never update and forget about.
I also don't really feel a need to project my thoughts onto other people. I don't really think, I don't really want for people to know what I'm thinking about everything that's going on. And I don't really fully understand why people think other people want to hear what they have to say about certain issues, or say about their daily lives or anything, and I just really don't have a need for anything like that. If I want you to know what I think, you'll find out about it.
Most of my friends are Twitter users, so I don't have a negative impression.
I don't want to make any enemies, but I think that people who have Twitters think they're really awesome.
It's easier for people to have kind of an alias name on Twitter and get a lot of attention for saying mean things, and people think it's funny, whereas on Facebook I think like with your picture and your whole profile that you're more held directly responsible for the things that you say.
This might be a bit of a generalization, but for the most part I feel like just Twitter users are a bit conceited and self-centered and think really highly of themselves. Like, they genuinely think people want to hear what you have to say. Like, no, I couldn't care less what you think about this or that. Really, I don't want to hear what you have to say. Just shut up.
For the most part, I think it's like a huge distraction from other things that are going on.
I'm assuming it's not very complicated.
It's like very much a process for other people.
You write a post and you can like tag people in it, and you can like hashtag different things, and like people make jokes out of the hashtags so they think they're funny.
You do like a status update and you can use links and stuff.
There's some like way to search hashtags to see what people are hashtagging. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have. I have considered it. I've genuinely considered it because there are different things that I think are cool about it. Like, you can follow different your favorite athletes or favorite celebrities.
Yeah, I had one. I don't have a smartphone, so I'd always view places and I would think of a good tweet like, oh my god, my sister would really appreciate this, but I wouldn't have a way to tweet it. And then by the time I get back to my computer, I was like, what is that funny thing I had to tweet?
Perhaps one day in the future. It's a good way to keep updated on some news sources. I've seen people use it for that. So it's a nice way to get the top headlines really quickly. But as of now, I don't really see it in my future.
You're a pretty funny guy, though. I figured you would. Yeah, I mean, maybe.
I was voted the school's best Twitterer.
Wow. By what?
Myself.